What is your relationship with time? Are you wired and tired, stressed and overwhelmed, busy and going nowhere? Or just want to scale your business? Welcome to Take Back Time with your host, Penny Zenker. Penny focuses on books, strategies, tools, and tips to help you work smarter and approach your time more strategically. As a result, you can have more energy, focus, and get more done in less time. Be more efficient and effective. Get ready to take back time.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of Take Back Time. My name is Penny Zenker, and I'm your host. You know, on this show, we're really looking for tips and strategies and things that you can do to help to be more efficient, more effective, to make better use of your time, of your money, and of your energy that are going to help you to take back time at the end of the day. I know that's all relative. You can't really take it back. Once it's spent, it's gone. However, you know, when you invest your time wisely, then you can be taking back time in the future. It can save you time in the future. Today, I want to talk about commitments. And the challenge is what happens when we say yes to too many things. When we say yes to too many things, we overcommit. And that can create great stress, great frustration, and can actually have us lose integrity when we don't show up to deliver. And that integrity can impact not only ourselves, how we feel about ourselves, our confidence, the potential that we're creating for ourselves, also spreading ourselves too thin, but it also has an impact on how other people see us when we're not able to deliver the things that we committed to, or when we just are exhibiting the energy of being so stressed out. So that's what we're going to focus on today, is what to do when you overcommit.
So you're overwhelmed, you're feeling overcommitted, you've taken on too much. What can you do? You feel like it's an endless cycle of you just trying to catch up and keep up with missed promises and all the energy that goes into smoothing out a situation when you weren't in integrity and you didn't meet the goal that you set and the declaration that you gave to someone. So how do you come out of that vicious cycle? Well, number one, decommit. Do you know what I'm saying? Is take a step back and take a look at what you've committed to and what's really important and what's really urgent, and get clarity in that. And maybe even ask some qualifying questions to really understand what is most important and clarify the expectation of that delivery, so that you can either decommit and say, hey, we're going to have to push this deadline back for 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever is comfortable with you with the capacity, and let them know that you don't want to compromise quality. And these are the different things that go into making that a quality delivery. And that opens you up for another aspect, which is renegotiating the scope. Perhaps you can deliver something by the date that they need, and maybe even the most important part. But at the same time, you're opening up a renegotiation so that you can change the commitment, so that you can deliver it maybe in 2 parts. So you've got a few strategies here to decommit, to say no and to push something back, to renegotiate the scope, and to ask qualifying questions to make sure that you're at the same level of expectation. It's that simple. By taking a step back and looking at how you can do those 3 things, you're going to be able to reduce and even possibly eliminate the overwhelm that you're feeling right now. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and get a piece of paper and take a look at all those commitments that you have, and look for opportunities to decommit, to renegotiate, and where you need to ask some qualifying.
Distractions are the enemy of productivity. Go to distractionquiz.com and find out your distraction profile. Are you a time zombie or a hamster? Take this free distraction quiz today to rate your ability to focus on what keeps you from being a wizard. Go to distractionquiz.com.
Questions. I look forward to hearing your feedback and how this worked for you. And please share this with others. When this works for you, why wouldn't you want to share it with a lot of people so that they too can get this benefit?
So I'm sharing these strategies with you because I use them myself. As a matter of fact, this one I use most often because I do find myself from time to time saying yes to too many things. I love to start new things. I love to support people in getting things started or helping them get unstuck when they're stuck. And that has come at a cost for me sometimes in terms of having to take away time that I had dedicated to my family or time that I had dedicated to special projects that I want to move forward. And there comes a point where I recognize, hey, I'm feeling frustrated or I'm feeling a little bitter because I'm giving up my family time for this other project that really isn't as important to me. So what I do is I take a step back and I reevaluate things. It's okay. I give myself permission to reevaluate and to decommit from certain things and to look at things differently. So I want to share with you these 3 points of what I do when I feel a little frustrated or I feel like I've taken on too much. How do I change that balance and look at it in a different way? And I've also appreciated that some of the urgency and the commitments that I've made when I ask questions, they weren't really even necessary that I put such stringent timelines on it. So going back and asking whether those timelines are absolutely necessary or whether there would be some flexibility in the timeline is absolutely okay. Of course, it's much better to do that in the beginning before you accept a commitment. However, give yourself permission to reevaluate what you've already said yes to. It's okay to go back and to have some discussion and to take some things off your plate. Give yourself that permission. So today's episode was all about when you've already said yes and you've committed to too many things, how do you get out of that bind? And how do you know you're in the bind? Well, if you start to feel overwhelmed, frustration, there's a good indication that you've taken on too much, or at least you feel like you've taken on too much, or you feel like you've taken on things that aren't your highest priority and they're derailing you from getting the things done that are most important to you. So that's a good time. I've included a worksheet because I want to give you that assignment this week. If you're feeling that way, go ahead and write down all the things that you've committed to and look at them in each of the categories in the 3 areas that we discussed in this session and see where there's an opportunity to decommit, to renegotiate, or to ask further clarifying questions to make things easier for you to break it down and maybe break it apart. And the obvious thing is, before you get yourself into this situation, think twice before you say yes. Because when you say yes and you commit to something, you are saying no to something else. So really think carefully, ask better questions before you commit, and look at the focus on the things that are most important to you and that are going to drive your business, your relationships, and your life in the direction that you want. That's the idea here. It's to take back time. It's to think about things beforehand and to invest your time, your money, and your energy more wisely. Thanks for being here. My name is Penny Zanker, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you for listening. Today's topic is another opportunity for you to put the knowledge you learned into practice. Tune in again next week for more strategies that will help you have more energy and focus to get more done in less time, so you can continue to take back time.